This one's for Howie. It's about a place a few blocks away called Coney Island High that we used to work/live in about 10 years ago. And this whole reading's for the birthdays today of Andy Warhol and Joan Benet Ramsey. I rode a waitress with a travel boner off the blacktop. Took part in some late-night ulcers at Steak Ape. Went to Jumbo's Clown Room with some skin-popping sluts. Bought a Desperate Teenage Love Dolls shirt in Sacramento. Finally found the Terror Vision soundtrack in Kansas City. Got a new 23 tattoo stranded during a chicken dancing competition in Deep Ellum at the same location where Howie slammed pig stray bowls of Chinese sauce. Tour was great. Met a girl with pentagram thighs and orange socks. This Halloween I'll be playing the chair and she'll be the rope. I am no longer your everyday first-class registered card-carrying dope fiend. Almost human again. Done with carrying dead moments from a livelier past on my back. Yeah, the past is such a grotesque animal. Let it go of natural causes. Mercury wolves of mentholated suburbia acted as guides. I can't get the girl off my mind. Trainers with missing shoelaces and the perfume of sassy back issues. We both needed the company. One day I'll live in Texas. Bee-sting lips and love will take care of the rest. But that is all I can tell you for now. Some of my best nights in New York City were spent on tour. But no matter what went on in the world, we always had New York. No matter what happened in New York, we always had Coney Island High. I couldn't imagine the city without such a den for misfits. The East Side. It was hawkish, deformed, smutty, and sordid, yet the realest planet out there. There was a unique beauty to its frankness as she spit right in your face. Poetry extracted from an old-school beatdown. The problem with going back is you never want to return to the now. New York City is a different mother than she once was. Someone who accepts everyone. Someone with little taste or pride. A city once with 8 million stories that all had some grit and merit to them now holds the title to at least 8 billion more with PG ratings. These rest cures were the only place I had left to go. Tour were months behind me. That girl never left my mind, and sometimes things don't work out. New York and I were no longer speaking. When I'd go out for walks, nothing looked like it once did. I felt lost and needed to feel something familiar again. 5 bags later, I'm on It's a Small World with a hot hippie woman who is speaking in tongues and stabbing me to death with a crystal. I started going into a void, and the next thing I know, I'm inside that black crystal. It transforms into a glass elevator that takes me right up to the top floor of Vita Foods. It was my favorite health food store as a child, and it haunted me. The girls behind the counter whisper to me. They know what I'm doing there. Finally back in time to those familiar haunts I could never get enough of. Very average places that had meant the world to me. These were the final steps of my soon-to-be dead skin's final images. Oh, those yellow and orange 70 painted health food walls with the anorexic cashier high on wheatgrass and bee pollen. It was now the future, and the future for pilled-up robots that couldn't act or fuck their way out of the Galleria was not a pretty one. It just wasn't the same, but now I knew just what to do with it. I pocketed some animal print panties until cum fills them. A girl coated with Romalar perfume exits a room. I know that at one time these mirrors had seen some shit. Between her legs, I fall into an old punk club that has morphed from the dregs of Ybor City. It was the single most ghastly atmosphere that my mind had ever come across. Texas was high and confrontational as we vacated the club. Beware of the youngster's astral lasso, she mouths. Chloroform was invented for a reason, and with claws we speak to the rape machines of the 23rd dimension. I see low-rent windows from a day I often call out to. Neighborhood suck job falling out of her tube top knows I'm there and likes it almost as much as I do. When I grow up, will I be that sick? The thought is the key, and into some spooky version of a desert bookstore I fall. I got some great things that didn't yet exist in reality. I found Texas in another store, a 3-way memory from my childhood. It was the old Peace Chief head shop. and the record store that was run by the Hells Angels combined with this other record store named Cubans. The nod started to close in once I found her, right past the old school aisles of vinyl. I ended up lost in the spiral racks of leather jackets surrounded by a million Marlboro Men cowboys. The alarm cried, and then she was gone. July 4th, 1999. Tonight St. Mark's dies. Any given night from the past 5 years would have served as one hell of a going-away party, but the official bon voyage, the vessel is empty. Coney Island's pulse has a maximum of 8 hours left, but she's not moving. Granted, on many occasions, as the words last call emanated from whichever tattooed drink-pouring corpse's mouth, I would think to myself, what a quiet night it had been. Come sunrise, surrounded by cops, broken glass, and blood, questions I did not own the answers for. I'd curse myself for such thoughts. Yeah, the night is young, but it also knows. I'm the captain. Been all weekend. These past few nights were shut out and forced to partake in the summer of Sam. No comment. Saturday might as well have been shut out as well because no one came. Tonight the regulars are pacing the halls, and for good reason. Once Giuliani padlocks these doors, they will have nowhere to go. It is funny to think that our world ends tonight when our world is as big as New York City. For years, night after night, we came here, blackened everything else out. Is Gotham really that small, or are we? Berkowitz, these headaches are for you. Lindsay says there's hope, but Jesse's eyes tell another story, a more realistic one. I'll buy his book, but hers will sell definitely more. I should leave this office and bottle whatever magic is left before the credits start to roll, but people are on me with questions. Everyone wants to hug. They are starting to talk about the good old days already. For now, it's better up here. This is the last time I'll see St. Mark's from these windows. It's strange to be looking upon a city scene that'll never be again.